throw that kickstand down, pop a cold one, and sit back and relax. It's time for the John and Heather Show, featuring John and Heather Toto, Florida's favorite biker couple, documenting the biker lifestyle and bringing you the latest in events and interviews from the biker world. And now, here's John and Heather.
Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show, coming to you live from
our production studio, riding with this fine bunch, born to ride. And since it's Tuesday, show me your outfit.
You would. I look like I'm ready to go out on disco Saturday
I
night.
think you are wearing the coolest outfit. Check out what she's wearing.
No.
I think you're beautiful, honey.
No, I was running late. And let's just say I had to throw it together late tonight. And he would go there. He would definitely go there with me.
They already punched me in the arm. You can do it again. Well, how's everybody doing?
What a stinker he is, guys.
How's everybody doing out there? So anyway, we had the two things that happened. We have a
lot going on.
Or
we hope you guys, you guys are busy. As always, he's ready to dive right in, give everything right away. He's the worst. I would have hated to have seen him as a teenage boy.
Why?
Because I could have imagined
you damn cute.
Yeah, but you would have been over like in a second. In the sack.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See?
Oh my God. So anyway, guys, how's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, how's everybody doing, you guys? We hope you guys have had a great weekend. It was Biketoberfest, and we'd love to hear how your Biketoberfest was. Unfortunately for us, we had to take it off for plenty reasons. Two different major reasons. Yep. That's one of them.
And my foot, I'm not going to stick up in the air, has a nice...
well, come on, honey. You'll have to show that foot, just like you wanted me to show my outfit.
Well, anyway, we couldn't do Biketoberfest, because the Cackleberry also unfortunately closed down for the first time in 25 years.
Yeah,
because of the mud.
Well, and because of Hurricane Milton.
Milton, yes. When Milton came through, it turned almost all 100 acres of the Cackleberry into a
Mudfest.
A pond.
It was
it was soaked. And then by Monday they were able to get the water away, but the problem was you still got to get the big rigs back there to deliver the tent, to deliver the ice machines and all that other stuff, and the ground was like soup back there. And the electrical company also didn't like the idea of it being so soupy muddy. So in everybody's best interest,
Cackleberry's interest,
and everybody's safety,
and Cackleberry's thinking of you
guys,
because we love you and we think of you and your safety first and foremost.
Yes. We
thought, let's go ahead and close it down, shut her down for Biketoberfest. That's the only thing we can do. And come back bigger, better, stronger.
For Bike Week 2025. We will be there for Bike Week 2025. It'll be a bigger, stronger event.
Better, stronger, bigger, better, stronger, more beards, more butts, more boobs, more everything.
That's basically Bike Week for you. But this Biketoberfest.
More beards, more bands, more everything.
That's right. So again, for this Biketoberfest, we couldn't make it because I was laid up.
And why was he laid up?
Why was I laid up?
Why was he laid up?
Why? Well, I had a track
see.
Day.
Yes.
Why don't you show a picture of me, at least when I look?
Yeah, we'll show some video. We have some video to show you first.
Let's show a picture of the video. Video's up, baby.
Well, I'll show some pictures.
Let's show some pictures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Why are you coming up?
I don't know.
You guys can't see that? Well, we're trying to click them on for some reason.
It's not coming up. Why isn't it coming up?
We're not sure why it's not coming.
It might be coming up and we don't see it.
No, it's not, because I got this in front of me.
No?
I don't know. For some reason, the pictures we just downloaded don't want to show you. But anyway, they're nice pictures of me on the track and on my Ducati.
Let's see if this will play.
Okay, let's try this. Just play one of those.
Hold on, please. Just a second, my dear.
Okay. Good looking, guys.
got to rise from those dirty roots. If you want the fruits, got to make it alright. I know it's hard to believe, but there are those that deceive, and they're playing you like a fool. Just a number and slave, from the womb to the grave. It's the truth that be so cruel. So go on, brother, go on. Burn your leave across the sky. Make the move before you die. Go on, brother, go on. Burn your leave across the sky. Make the move before you die. See the man with the current plan, well, he don't understand the working man. He will claim he can feel your pain, and he will promise gain, but it ain't all like what he need. And I think it's time to dispose of the leaders we chose. Seems the enemy lies within. We need to make a new start before they tear us apart. So set it off, brother, let it begin. Go on, brother, go on.
So, guys, what did you think about that?
Yep, that kind of is a nutshell of what happened, the aftermath. And you want to show the pre-math?
Sure.
Let's show the video. No, it's up there.
There we go.
Nope, down one. There.
Goddamn, Uncle Scam, got you sipping on that kerosene. Another meth head inbred junkie, king of the Hollywood scene. Ooh, the things we do when the joke's on you. Solid tricks, spreading legs, working at no telling machine. Black man found the holy grail, just fronting like she's squeaky clean. Ooh, the things we do when the joke's on you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kneel down, painted times come around. Heavy crown, weigh you down till you drown. Before the cracks where the light streams in, counting all your pennies and wages of sin. Shake down in a blood-red evening gown. Another clown headed for a good.
Okay, that was Day in the Life of a Racer. That was one that Heather threw together for you. That's me. The track day, I was able to get 4 heats in, and 3 heats in, and unfortunately, when I was in turn 13, I was following Blake, our MotoGP guy, who will be on here in a little bit. You want to bring up comments, maybe?
Sure.
Our MotoGP guy, Blake O'Byrne, and I'm following
Hi,
him.
Laura.
And I'm going over like basically head position, and he's telling me to watch him, and I'm following him, and I'm doing really good. Blake got a little bit ahead of me, so I was trying to catch up to him. I'm in my favorite turn 13. I just had that's the shot that you saw of me with the bike tilted and at least about 40 degrees, doing the turn nicely, and I had a little bit too much pressure on the bars and not enough. I needed a little bit of throttle, like a little bit more, and I tucked and low-sided the bike. So
Hi,
in the turn,
Charmaine.
yeah, hey Charmaine. So when I'm tucked and I'm in the turn, the bike just it slid out on me. So this hand got smashed by the handlebar. This
Show
threw
me
me
your
around.
foot.
No, I don't have the foot in the thing right now because I'm letting it breathe a little bit.
He has a foot brace.
Yeah, I got one of them walking
He
braces on.
fractured his hand.
Yeah, this one, I broke the little bone that's back here right by the wrist. So this hand's all swollen. I mean, my thumb, if you can see all the bruising.
Hi,
The
Ninja.
palm of my hand. Look at that. That's all bruising in the palm of my hand. And this one I'm bruised in the center of my hand. Right here, you can see it. And that was from the throttles. That was from the grips. I landed on my hands like this a little bit, or I got the throttle caught underneath. I'm not quite sure. One of the two happened.
You got to learn to let go, right?
It happened so fast you couldn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Literally was like, and that was it. I'm on my back and I'm looking at the bike in the dirt. So I didn't even get a chance to look at my bike yet, guys. It's still in my motorcycle trailer. I've literally been
It's
laid
not
up.
that bad. He got the brunt of it.
Yeah, the bike landed when I was in the right-handed tuck position. I'm in the apex of the turn is when the bike slid on me. So what happened was the bike landed on my knee, which basically probably saved the tank. And then it spun my body, and I landed like this and on the left-hand side. So my helmet got hit, ripped the face shield off. Where the bike landed on my knee, it ripped the zipper, all the stitching on the zipper. The center zipper is a little bit funky. I think when they were trying to get me out, they may have tore the zipper in the front.
I'm going to show video of Marquez doing a huge crash. Let's show him
with a low
side.
Okay, well, this is Marquez, though. I mean, this man's going 4 times my speed and on a bike that's worth $1 million.
Yeah.
12 times my skill. But go ahead and take a look. This is a low side.
Oh, baby! Oh, that's horrendous. That is horrendous.
I hope it didn't
That's
catch
one of
his
the Pramac
foot.
Ducati boys exiting pit lane there. Marc Marquez has lost control going into the first corner. Look at the damage to Zarco's Ducati side. I mean, almost looks like it's been cut in half over the crest, losing the front. Zarco's coming out of the pit lane here. Oh, he just rips the front end out. Totally rips the front end out of Zarco's Ducati. That was awful. That was absolutely awful to watch. Over the crest, trying to get into attack mode, trying to find a late lap to improve on 13th place. Marc Marquez locks the front end of his Repsol Honda and just completely innocently cruising out of the pit lane to try himself to secure a place in the top 10. Poor old, the luckless Johann Zarco on the outside gets an absolute walloping. Thankfully, both of them are okay.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't quite get up that easy, guys. I didn't. I'll tell you right now that track is hard. You don't really understand how hard that track is until you hit it at about 45. I only was doing maybe 45, but man, that track is hard. And we wanted to show you some low side with tucks, and even the pros do it. And show another one.
All right.
Just wanted you to know.
All right, here's another one.
First, the high side. If you saw the guy in the Kawasaki in the end went up and over, and then you saw another guy like what Marquez did was slide the bike out from underneath him. That was a tuck and a low side like what I did, but it happens to the best of us. I mean, it really does. You can watch the pros do it all day long during their races.
I'm just so thankful that he had his safety gear on.
Oh, airbags too. My airbags deployed, so we're gonna be sending them back, and we'll be talking to our MotoGP correspondent here in a minute, also about the airbags. It's something I want to run past them. Now, I saved the box. Saved the box for it.
Yes,
I don't know why, but I saved the box for it.
Maybe you have to.
Maybe thinking that it was going to pop, but the airbags popped on me. And the other thing is I hit my head pretty hard, too. Even with the helmet.
Knows that
even in the helmet. I mean, my nose, I just got the scrape marks off my nose. It just kind of healed up.
Yeah.
This side over here. And it was just from my nose getting squinched into my helmet, and then from the face shield ripping off, I scraped my nose up also. So the gloves, you said the gloves are kind of ripped a little bit in the sides.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Well,
nothing's bad.
Nothing's bad. The helmet, because I can't.
You're the worst.
Yeah, I got the brunt of it. I mean, my gear protected me. I'll tell you right now, if you're going to be racing,
safety
do
gear
any
is a must.
Track stuff, safety gear is a must.
We can't tell you enough.
I can't stress that enough.
Save money, buy a vest.
Yeah, save your money and buy a vest. I mean, really, it's worth it because nothing from my core down is injured at all. No. My arms from here up, neck down, stomach, my core is completely safe with that vest on, which is the most important part. So everything in the core is good. I had a Shoei helmet on that was Snell certified, so it's designed to take the impact. Unfortunately, once you hit your helmet, you're really not supposed to use it again. So that's going to go up on a shelf now. Well, my ripped off $250 face shield.
Yep.
But
You
it's
could
gonna be
use
time
that
for a new
face shield
helmet.
on
But
another one, maybe.
yeah, or I gotta see how bad it is. I don't
Yeah.
see how scratched it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got Blake down there right now.
We got our resident
Our
Moto GP expert.
correspondent and expert. All right, Blake, you ready down there?
All
Okay.
right. Let's bring him on.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good
Scoot over
evening.
here a little bit. Yeah, every time we do that screen, it makes it smaller on both of our ends. All right, Blake. So you were teasing me before, telling me that you guys went to the Daytona 500 to Daytona 200 infield and the back wall.
International. How did it go?
Yeah, and I couldn't attend because I'm laid up. So tell me how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this might be a little surprising, but I think it was like the consensus of the day. It was a good event, fun time. The banking is something that you won't really get anywhere else.
I know. That was what I really wanted to try.
However, as a track, it gets old pretty fast.
Really?
So for racing, it'd be awesome. And I had some friends that raced the weekend before and stuff. But people that race it at other tracks, that wouldn't be a track that you'd go like, oh, I'm going to go to this weekend. Oh, I'm going to go to each month.
Yeah.
Like for me, I would do like one more track day just to kind of get a hold of the track more. And then after that, I would only go to a race weekend because it's very, the banking's wide open. So I hit top speed of 160. That's basically what my bike could go.
Okay.
Wow.
On the banking.
Okay.
But the infield is super tight.
Okay.
Like if you're behind somebody who's slower,
Can't pass.
you cannot pass. And so if they're on a bigger bike, they get in front of you on the banking, and then now you have to sit behind them, and just it's like the facility is amazing. Obviously Daytona.
Yeah.
And the pictures are probably going to be cool with you next to the Daytona on the wall. However, the track itself is not anything special, like the layout or anything. It's actually can be frustrating at times.
Okay.
But you want to probably go there for like one day and really experience how the banking is, because it basically feels, the carnivals where you sit in like the things that spin around real fast and you lay on the wall. It's like that. It's like that, but you're pushed on the tank.
Okay.
So it pushes you like into the tank. So when I'm going around the banking, I'm just full throttle with my chest on the tank, just like looking out the corner of my eye because you can't move your head.
Yeah.
And you're just like trying to loosen your arms, because it's being pressed on the tank. So, you have still contact with the body. But that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's
what I wanted to experience. The next time.
Yeah.
It was a good event, so they'll probably have it next year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were scared, especially in the C group. They were scared to kind of do the banking. Some people didn't do it. Some people, this was like their first track day, and and when you, I have a video of because we did a trams around to show like the track instead of doing a walk.
Okay.
And you're up next to it, and you're just looking like straight up, like up the banking. Like you can't believe how steep it is.
Wow.
But when you're actually on the bike, it's not like that crazy.
I would not choose Daytona International to be
That's my first track day. Oh no.
That's very intimidating.
Yep. Like to be honest, I had a friend that raced there this weekend. He goes, "Oh, is that your favorite track now?" And I want to be like, actually, I'd rather go to Jennings. I'd rather go to Barber. I think Homestead. I think it beats Homestead, but that's because the track is so chewed up there. Like the pavement and stuff is great at Daytona. Like that's not a problem. There are bumps and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like it in the world. So that's kind of why you go.
Yeah.
But once you do a track day there, the track's pretty simple, but it definitely is a racing track. Like when you're drafting and things like that, you do not want to draft when you're in a track day, because I had some instances where because when you get up on the banking, there's 3 lines. Okay. So there's like I wonder if I have. They gave us like a manual or stuff for the school. But you have the bottom line, which is slow, and then you have middle, which is like middle speed, and then if you want to go like on the fastest is up top. But you're supposed to just hold your line. You're supposed to just pick one and kind of just stay in that. And it's not hard to do that.
Okay.
But a couple times I had people that did not hold their line and kind of like chopped my nose off. One time, a dude for some reason couldn't find fifth. He was in a downshift, but he just rolled off the throttle, and I had to get on the brakes in the middle of the banking. And it was like, whoo, it's a little sketchy, you know?
Yeah.
And that was because it was near the end of the day, and people from different groups were kind of, you know, mix and matching, and it was started getting a little crazy. But overall, it was fun.
Man, 160, man. I'll tell you right now, the thing with me is I like my speed. My bike does more than 160.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean, it probably
you're not ready to do
Mine
that.
does 180, and I wouldn't do it.
The fastest, I think some of the guys were getting up to, the pro guys are getting up to like 190, but probably just normal, even racing, like 180 is probably the fastest. And then obviously you're braking super hard, so that's where, you know, you got to know your brake markers and stuff. And so, but yeah, it's
wow.
It was
I know, because I was apprehensive about that track to begin with, man. And just that, no, I was having a great day at Jennings. I was following you, as a matter of fact, and I was, keeping up, doing well, and it just happened, man. I tucked.
I mean, that's what happens when you start pushing. You know, like something happens, and you don't know how to, I guess, deal with that situation or what's happening, and you know, things happen.
Now, I got something. Now, next time, if I ever find myself in that situation, what's the best rectification to try to get my ass out of there?
So, what did you come to the conclusion that the crash?
I think I was going too fast into the turn, and I had too much downward force on the throttles trying to compensate for the extra speed around the turn. I should have been taking it probably about 5 to 10 miles an hour slower, because I was actually catching up a little bit.
Yeah, so
I was going too hot into the turn and trying to hold it down tight, and it just overdid my what I could do.
Yeah, so in that situation, because you get on the brakes there, right? Basically, you would just hold brake pressure until you're comfortable. You don't have to add any more, but you try to hold brake pressure to slow the bike down, and you're not going to lose grip because of that certain amount of brake pressure. It's either like you grab too much brake or you let off too much brake too fast.
I don't remember braking at all in that turn.
But even then, a smooth, like if you feel like you're going too fast, even in the middle of a corner, smooth brakes, very little, smooth. You can go to the brakes. Now, you can't chop the brakes. You can't just grab the lever, because it'll do the same thing. Where it just because I was in front, and so I go around the corner, and I'm pointing to my head. So I'm like, I'm still watching, and so I turn, and we're going to 13, and so I do this, and I just see the bike going, and John tumbling, and I was like, oh man,
and it happened, man. It did. I mean,
you didn't get it on film, Blake.
Because a lot of times when I'm in a turn and I'm in the apex, I'm not using any brake at all. I'm doing neutral throttle through there and just maintaining my line and trying to keep my angle good without over exceeding it. I think I tried to exceed my angle to compensate for the speed and didn't use my brakes.
I also think you missed the apex by quite a bit.
You did.
Because if you're going too fast, like, the faster you go, the closer you have to be to that line.
Yes. And
the faster you're going, the farther off you are. I mean, obviously, you're looking straight at the grass now.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're going too fast, you know. And if you watch Marc Marquez when he actually saves that front end, you'll see that front end dig actually into the ground, into the corner, because he lets off of that inside handlebar. What we do normally is try to counter steer the bike more, and you're actually pushing that tire away from the corner, which then that's what makes you crash.
Adds to sliding you out.
So Eric Wood, who makes Woodcraft and who's the coach over at Penguin Racing School, he was a lot of the coaching in the classroom that we did was that basically body position needs to be where you can let go of the controls at any time when you feel the bike have to do what it has to do. So that means creating like a good base with your legs, so that at any time you feel like the handlebars do this, you can kind of just let go. And the bike it'll try to stand itself back up.
Yeah.
Like in that situation, if you feel the front tuck, you actually just want to let it kind of dig itself in and it'll pick you back up. But if you try to fight that and push the tire out because you think you're trying to lean more into the corner,
that's what I was doing wrong.
It actually gets you in more trouble. So but it's so hard to have that sense of in that exact moment. And that's why it just takes time to go faster and faster and faster, because you have to learn these things very slowly, or because they say there's two types of learners. There's the ones that crash and then learn from the crash very fast, or you kind of build that up and try to like kind of hit the limit without, trying to push it.
Yourself.
Hit the limit without pushing it.
Now, I do want to make one comment, and this is about the helmet.
Yeah.
I do think if you had the correct size helmet, a medium, you would have not have had a concussion.
Think so?
Because that little space, even if it's this much that you had inside that helmet, because it was one size too big, instead of you going like this, you went like that.
I agree.
And so even though the helmet hit first, and it still helps, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But that also, then you have no space. It pushes the helmet into your face. Like
it did.
The helmet
face shield off and scratched my nose.
Now, a lot of times the face shield's made to pop off in the older helmets. Now, like with the Alpine Stars and the KYT, so they're all having metal clasps now.
Okay.
So it's actually the visor is about to
chin.
Yes.
I can go like this. I didn't lock it in. I know
that those help the visors stay on, and so they're they used to want it to pop off, whereas now you kind of want it to. Now they want it to stay on. And I just see the comment about tighter is better. I mean, about helmets. The thing about helmets and the sizing is that you don't want to be too tight where it takes your it's annoying, where it takes your mind off of riding. However, you want it to be tight enough where there's no space between your head and the actual liner of the helmet itself. Because then it's almost like Newton balls, right? You're doing this. But then if you have a helmet that's to you, you're doing this. So it's a lot more force. You don't get this at all. You don't get that impact.
Yeah.
You just get and that's why correct helmet sizing really does matter.
Well, it's me hitting the ground. Well, what's my head hitting the ground,
the helmet hitting first, and then you hitting the helmet,
and then my brain hitting the front of my head.
Yes,
the three impacts. So, my next helmet, I'm coming to you anyway, and we know that I need a medium. Because my next helmet, I'll be coming to you with that once they give me my refund for the money I get back for it.
Speaking of helmets, I love your helmet.
That's a fancy
helmet,
brother.
Wow. Blake lent me his helmet because we were up right by Georgia in Valdosta.
Yeah, we're outside of Valdosta.
And the ambulance would not allow me to ride in the ambulance with John,
and she could
transporting him to the hospital. And the only thing I had was my Riker. Not even my everyday bike, just my Riker, because I'm selling that.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring a helmet with me because I didn't plan on riding. So there I was with no helmet.
So Blake was nice enough to give his limited edition numbered helmet. I had no idea.
We didn't know. Thank you. 1 of 200.
Yes.
I am and I'm guarding this with my life. I have a big alarm system out all over. It can tell if anybody crosses over.
Yeah, because
I'm not playing.
Yeah, because I didn't know that was that much of a expensive fancy helmet. I knew it was a limited, but I didn't know it was that limited. But that was a wonderful helmet. I really liked the way that fit and everything else. So when I get mine, I'm not going to get a limited, but I want that kind of style.
We have the normal ones in stock right now. They were pretty much sold out everywhere. But I have because that one's a pre-production model, so actually the ones that are coming out now are better in terms of like quality and stuff.
Oh yeah.
We must have like the same heads. We're super twins, Blake, okay? Super twins, because let me tell you, I put that thing on, fit like a glove. I rode to the hospital thinking, damn, I'm in love with this helmet. It just
and that has the Seneca headset too for it.
That one has I have the Cardo on that one, yeah. But I didn't have the unit on it. It's just
no, you don't want when you're riding. I mean, when you're on the track, you take it off.
Yeah.
One more thing. So anyway, I'll be bringing the bike down here this week. I couldn't get in. I just the way everything happened, I just couldn't get in the truck and drive down.
Yeah, the bike's fine. The bike's completely fine.
I know
it's $300 if the fairings.
It's one fairing and I think a brake lever and the light
the mirror
and the skids and then the skids. See, the bike when I low sided, the bike actually landed right on my knee. On this side. I don't know why I messed up my other foot so bad.
Well, you flipped.
I did.
You did. You rolled I saw probably 3 times in the amount of time that I looked back.
Wow.
Because what happened right when the bike landed and the bike skid off, you didn't slide, you rolled.
That's why.
Which is a normal thing when it's like that. And airbags, they actually kind of make you roll a little bit. Especially when you have that hard of an impact, because the closer you are to the ground, the more you're going to slide, right? It's just how the faster you're going, the closer you are. But when you have kind of this to this, like it's a hard impact.
So fast, I didn't even know I flipped. You're the first person that told me that.
Yeah. No, I look back and it was yeah.
Well, I was doing what we do about 45, maybe 50 around that turn.
Probably a little bit faster. I mean, you were like, I kept looking back and you were there the whole time. Like I was super surprised. Like it was, you were moving very, very well.
The bike is
very
great.
fast.
That bike fits me well. I like the weight of it and everything else. I mean,
especially on top of you.
Well, and it has a lot of protection. That bike had all the frame sliders, all the like. The clutch, the covers, all of it, and it saved the bike. It did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yep, I'm just,
it probably saved $2,000 or $3,000 of damage. So the bike, like I said, a mirror, a fairing, and a lever, and you're good to go.
Because Fabrizio started up and rode it right in the back of my trailer, so the bike even starts and runs fine.
Yeah, the bike never flipped or anything, so it stayed on one side. Yeah.
No. Yep. So I mean, I'm okay
so
with it. I'm lucky.
Thank you, God.
We also have our friend Fangs up there. Used to race too. He said also to give it a little bit more gas in that turn, will pull it out too.
It all depends on what point in the corner you were. In that situation, more gas would have just stood the bike up and put you into the. I mean, at that point, I think the hard part is when because you were kind of, I think, maximum lean angle of that corner, like right where. And so any kind of gas or brake at that speed would just upset it. And either if you give it gas, you unload the front and same thing happens. Or, it just, there's so many different things, but definitely you trying to lean it into the corner is the wrong thing to do. I mean,
when a bike tilts, kind of let it do its thing into the turn and just light grip on the.
Yes. It'll do its own inputs to turn into the corner. Once you initiate counter steer that first time, you almost just let it go. Because if you keep counter steering, it will not turn.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pull it into the turn because I was going too fast and I missed the apex because I kept overshot the turn.
Yep.
Well, I tried. It's a learning.
And the airbag, I can send you the email to get it, and they'll send you a RA number, and then you just write that on the box. You don't need the actual obviously you can put in the box if you have it. But my first airbag, I just put it in a random cardboard box just by the
Okay.
unit itself and shipped it off. The other
And
ones
they put the airbags back in place and put another nitrogen cartridge in.
Yep. They'll inspect it. Airbags should be fine.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. There's probably no damage to the actual unit itself, but they'll inspect it. They'll take it out, look at it, and then it's actually argon, which is the gas that they use because it's twice as fast as CO2 in
Wow.
terms of inflation. So that's why they use argon.
The white smoke was pouring out of me. I know.
Yeah.
Well, Blake,
So-
thank you for coming on the show and
Yes,
explaining
thank you so
everything for
much.
us. And again, like just as soon as the bike is fixed and I'm not cobbling around, I'm going to be back on the track.
Yeah. No.
I have to be.
Yeah, and don't expect when you first get on, you might have some like trauma responses to just some mental blocks when you get back out there again in certain things, and that's completely normal. So
just go slow and work my way through it, right?
Yeah, and see how your body reacts, see how you enjoy it. You might go out there and be like, no, I'm not scared to crash as much. Like you never know how you're going to feel. I crashed, I broke my hand, but then 3 months later, I was like, okay, if that's the worst is going to happen, I'm going to go faster. And I knocked off 4 or 5 seconds once I kind of accepted that. And, so it all depends on kind of how your brain handles it. And we'll see. We're going to have like 5 track days next season.
Oh, great.
We're going to have, because they're filling up, because we're getting pretty much full 30 people every time.
Yep.
We're going to have a lot next year.
That sounds good. Send me the emails on when they are and everything else. Just keep sending to me and I'll keep signing up because this is something I love to do. I just have to recuperate a little bit from it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Thank you again for your help.
Thank you so much thank you for all your help too.
Yes.
Really, thank you for all your help.
We appreciate it, Blake.
No problem. We'll see you at the dealership soon.
And
learning.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Blake.
All righty. You guys have a good night. Have a good week. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay, well, that was Blake. Let's see. Put up Ron's over here. I want to read that off. Mr. Ron Galletti chimed on a little bit and said, Lucky You Cycles grand opening. 1, 2, 3.
Lucky You grand opening.
With Born to Ride and Bike Show November 3rd. There we go. So Lucky You grand opening. It's going to be November 3rd. Born to Ride is going to be there. Go ahead and go to Lucky You Cycles and check them out.
That's right, because it's going to be a great day. You don't want to miss that.
All right. Now I think we have a couple more videos that we can play.
Oh,
right?
we've got your GoPro. Let's show some of your GoPro.
Yeah,
footage.
let's show some of my GoPro footage.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. That's me going sideways. What'd you do, baby? Okay. So anyway, like I said, that's sideways with my leathers going around the track with the GoPro attached to the side view mirror. Now on the final lap that I had,
We have some straightaway.
That's some straightaway. All right, show some of that.
see.
No, you got to go down a little further.
Oh, yes, that's my 50-50 view.
Okay, do another one.
This is the straightaway.
Hot. I was hot. That was my third heat. I had a couple laps underneath me, and I was just feeling really good.
He was boogieing.
I was, man. Even Blake didn't want to say it, but he was a little bit maybe impressed.
Maybe.
No, but I was doing good. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was doing good and went a little fast, and then you see what happens.
Splat.
I wouldn't say it was a splat. It wasn't really a splat. It slid out. And then, then I had, even the professional guys came up to me and gave me a tap on the shoulder and said, John, it happens. You'll be back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because you will be. You're
Basically,
not going to stop.
Suck it up and come back. Now, I got some more straightaway footage just for you down to here. There you go. off. Yeah, last one you saw, that was me passing. It was a woman on the track, and she just wasn't as fast. So I passed her, and then after that, I caught up with Blake. I was actually about ready to pit in, and
Yeah.
I was
Next
about
time
ready to
listen
pit
to your
in,
vibe.
and Blake's like, no, watch me, watch this, watch my head. And I was like, all right. So I followed Blake, and the rest is history.
But you learned valuable
Yes,
lessons.
I did. The bike's not messed up that bad
No.
either. No, my bike's
Thank you, God.
not messed up that bad. It's probably just going to be my deductible to fix it. But the fender has those nicks on the back fender, so that might be a little costly.
And like we said, valuable lesson also is wear your safety gear.
Oh yeah, you got to keep your safety gear on. You got to wear your safety gear on, because I had on a Shoei Snell certified helmet with face shield. I had on an inner suit. I had on airbag, the Tech Air 5 system. I had on a 4SR full riding suit, one piece. That was designed for the airbags. I had on Alpine Star gloves, full gauntlets, and Alpine Star boots. Boots, I hit so hard that the toe slides got ripped off of those.
Yeah, and what about your boots? You need something a little stronger.
Yeah, and also I noticed that on my boots, where the ankle is a little bit of flex in it. Now, the Alpine Stars that I bought them because they were comfortable. The ones that were less comfortable, I didn't buy that had like a cage. It was a 2-part system going into these boots.
Yeah.
The first part is you put your foot in like this cage,
Yeah.
and then after that, you put it inside the boot, and then the boot went around it. So
You didn't
those were
want.
cities.
But now we want them.
Yeah, those were cities. They were a little bit more pricey too. They were almost $1,000 for that pair of boots or something.
Wow.
No, or 500. I know they were 500. No, they were 500 or 600. Yeah, my boots were almost 4, and those were almost 6 or something like that.
Not 1,000.
Yeah, not 1,000. No, that was that Denise jacket that I saw. So anyway, guys, sorry. Got a frog in my throat. So anyway, guys, ribbit. So I had on all my gear, and I didn't know that I rolled. That was the first time I knew that, because when I hit my head, like Blake was saying, that my Shoei helmet, I wasn't fitted correctly for it. So anyway, I could explain it. So,
yeah, I'm glad he said that.
I had on a large. He really told me that I need a medium, and with the medium, I'll have a little bit more this way, because the helmet sometimes went down, and that's bad when you're in a turn. The helmet goes down, you can't see. So anyway, I will get the smaller helmet. Blake do that. And that was the
He can measure you correctly.
Yeah, it was that Aria or an Alpine Star, one of those, whatever the helmet is. And I don't need the see-through carbon fiber, but I wouldn't mind a carbon fiber helmet because they're so light. They're so light.
His helmet, it was just
phenomenal. And it was a fastback, so it followed the back of your riding gear and everything else. Man, I can't believe. Well, Marquez, he gets up like it's nothing, but then again, he slid on his back. I didn't. I tumbled.
Slid and it looks like nothing.
Yeah, I tumbled. That was the reason why I got hurt so bad, because I tumbled. If it would have just been a straight slide.
Well, now you're gonna maybe learn too how you got.
There's no way. There's nothing you can do. It happens so fast, you know.
No, but aren't you supposed to always, when you're coming off the bike in an accident, try to tuck yourself in?
You can't always tuck when you come in. You can't always do it because it happens so fast, honey. That was just that was it.
You can't go.
That was it, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Do you have any more videos, or are we about good on that?
We're pretty good, baby.
Okay. So we got comments up here. Laura's on there. Sandblaster. Bike versus rider. Bike always wins. That is 100% the truth.
Yeah.
My bike did win a little bit because it landed on me before it slid out. So I was able to take the brunt of it. And then let me see, I have Fangs on here. Keep on keeping on, my brother and sister. Well, that's definitely the right way. Thank you, Fangs. We had Ron come on the show, and like I said, grand opening of Lucky You. And it's Born to Ride will be there on November 3rd. So go ahead and take a look at Lucky You. Go on the Born to Ride website. Go ahead and take a look at where it is and what time it's going to be going, and check it out. Definitely. Yep. So what do you think, baby?
I think that's good, baby.
Okay, well, let's do what. Oh, Fangs just clicked on again. Always try. What is that? Click it on. Always try to spread arms and legs out to keep from flat engulfing slide. Well,
Okay.
The thing, Fangs, is what happened was when the bike went down, the bike went down on my knee. So it pinned my knee against the track. And then when that happened, it like rolled me. So I spun. It was nothing I could do about it. It was it spun me so fast that it spun me right into my hands like this. And my helmet actually hit on this side. So it hit this way. So the whole thing, everything was spinning me around. I didn't know that I spun like that until Blake just told me, but that also makes sense why my ankle hurts.
Yeah.
Because I probably flopped it and smacked it on the track.
That's right.
That's the only thing I can think of is I flopped and smacked it on the track.
You got so lucky.
I know I did. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, Fangs. Thank you for being one of our biggest
We
fans.
appreciate it, Fangs.
Yep. And I was thinking of more speed too, but again, when you're at that much of a lean, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference. What Blake said was just try to let loose a little bit, let the bike do its own thing and try to ride itself back up.
Right.
And that's about the only thing you can do when you're that far into the turn. And I missed the apex also. So I was in the wrong position, I was going too fast, wrong position, and that's what happened. So I learned. I'll be back out on the track. Next track day coming up. Will probably hopefully probably be around December, January, or next track day.
Yeah, we hope so.
Hope so. Well, November 25th.
That's November 25th is Thanksgiving.
I thought we had another track day in November.
I don't know.
I may have. We'll go take a look at it, but I may have another track. Hopefully, I'll be good enough to go on it. If so, I'll keep you guys posted. And that's really about it, guys. So we're going to tell you that why don't you keep it shiny side up,
rubber side down.
All right, and deuces, everybody. Thank you for watching the show.
Thank you. Have a good night. We love you all.